Hey everybody, it's Eric from EPautos.com, your libertarian car guy. As you can see, we're doing about 45 miles an hour on a road with a 55 mile an hour speed limit because ahead of me is an SUV Clover who is closely related to the truck Clover. This is a new species of Clover that's kind of an R times version of the Prius Clover. Remember when Prius drivers were the butt of jokes about how slowly they drove because they were hypermiling or they were cautious or whatever it was that caused them to drive significantly below whatever the speed limit is, and even more below whatever the reasonable flow of traffic was for a given road. Well, if you've been following my videos, you'll know that I'm finding, at least in my area, that it's far more common to find your progress interrupted by a truck bro or an SUV bro, somebody driving some huge truck or SUV as if it were a Prius. Now, I'm really not sure exactly why, how to account for this. I think there are a lot of potential reasons. The gas saving reason makes no sense to me, because if you were wanting to save gas, why would you be driving a big jacked up SUV or truck? So it's not that. At least in defense of the Prius driver, hey, they're trying to save gas. That's why they bought the Prius. And it's not because they lack the power. Again, the current Prius, they've upped the power of it and it's now actually pretty quick. But back in the day, the Prius was notorious for being slow and geezy once you got it going. So you could extend some grace to the driver of a Prius because, hey, he's giving her all she's got, Captain, because that's all she got. But these trucks, typically, they have 300-400 horsepower engines. They've got the ability to accelerate more quickly than most muscle cars of the 80s, and yet again they're being driven as if they had a rubber band under the hood. So I'm at a loss to explain it really, other than to say that the demographics of truck drivers have changed. At one time, I think truck drivers were mostly men who understood driving. Oh God, we got a Clover Conga. Look at this one coming up here. I had some nice smooth sailing for a while, and now let's see. I don't even see the beginning of the Conga. Let's see how many cars are stuck because of a Clover. So here we are. Now we're going 24 miles an hour on a road with a 55 mile an hour speed limit because the road is curvy. Yep, there is a Clover up at the head of the line. I can't really tell what kind of a car it is. It's some kind of a dark colored sedan. It'd be really interesting to find out what the driver looks like, though that doesn't seem to matter. Again, it doesn't really seem to correlate with Cloverific driving behind the wheel. Anyway, back to the truck bro thing. Nowadays, trucks have gotten to be so easy to drive, and a lot of people who drive them aren't driving them because they wanted a truck per se. They just wanted some big, boozy, comfortable car. So in a way, they are kind of like the old people from back in the 70s and the 80s who stereotypically drove some, big Cadillac or Lincoln Continental with wire wheels and white walls and bench seats. They just want a comfortable car. It's just aggravating to be stuck behind these behemoths all the time. And I guess it was aggravating to be stuck behind the old person in the caddy too. It all amounts to the same thing. Anyway, I don't get these people. Like in this case, here we are, just to riff on this a little bit. It's like there are like 6-7 cars stuck behind this one guy who is going at least 20-25 miles an hour below what the speed limit is for this road, and clearly could look in his rearview mirror and clearly notice that he's got this long tail. And you see the nice shoulder? Look at that shoulder. Is it really asking too much for people to move off onto the shoulder when they're driving that slowly and very clearly holding up that many people? Oh, can't have that. Oh. And there's an armed government worker, and it looks like a derelict car. I'm not sure if there's anybody in the derelict car, but we have to almost come to a stop, don't we? Because there's a car parked by the side of the road. Oh, safety first. As the grease man used to say, and they ask me why I drink.